Good morning, students. Am I audible? Yes, am I audible? Okay, so within 2 or 3 minutes, we will start our practical. Good morning, students. Should we start? Yes, should we start? Okay, so those who have joined over here, out of that, how many of you are having the Capgemini test at 10:30? Yes, how many are having Capgemini test? Okay, so in previous lecture means in practical, uh, for B division, I have covered some basic points related to Node.js. Okay, I will just tell its name. For A division, if you have covered in the lecture, then no issues. Otherwise, I will revise. Means first I will cover today's part, and then I will revise those points. Okay, for B division, it will be a revision. Okay, so just tell me. I will mention the names of modules which are present in the Node.js. Only just tell me that whether you have covered in the lecture or not. Okay, I am running those programs on the online editor because currently in my laptop that functions are not working. So if anybody is having such a functionality, means all these softwares in your laptop, they can try it and they can share your screen. Okay. So first one, in previous practical we have seen how to install Node.js on the Windows, then its example, then how it will work on console and REPL. Okay. Uh, Out of that, whether you know REPL, read, eval, print and loop, read, eval, print and loop. Yes, whether you know it. Okay, so we have seen those programs, then different options, then global variables, how it works with OS, then timer, error. Okay, those parts which are able to run on online editor, all these parts we have covered in the previous practical. Okay, also we have seen the cryptography. Okay, those programs related to cryptography, that also we have seen in that. Only debugger part is remain, and another one is the process, child processes, buffers and streams. Okay, out of that, on buffer and stream you are having experiments. So first we will see those parts. Okay, so just tell me, from A division students, whether you have covered this part in the lecture or not. Otherwise I will revise after completion of buffer and stream. Yes, anybody? Yes, students. Yes, Vrushali Swami. Just tell me whether you have covered in the previous lecture or not. I am not asking details or I am not asking answers from you. Just tell me whether you have seen or whether madam has show you its implementation only. Yes. Yes, Vrushali, Umayani, anybody from you? Yogita, Yogita Masa. Okay, then should I start with buffer? Yes, should I start with buffer? At least tell me yes or no. Okay. Thank you, Anuja. Okay, so first I will share my screen. I will implement it on online editor. Okay, so those who are not having all these softwares in your laptop, they can use this editor for practice, and those who are not having laptop also, they can use it on mobile. Okay, I think many of you are having laptop, so no need to use it, but sometimes it may happen that it will not work over there. That's why I'm asking. Okay, so simultaneously those who want to implement it, they can also open this. So I can give you some tasks. Okay, very few examples are there in the buffer as well as streams. Okay, you have already seen this in the different programming languages like a Java, Python. Okay, only there is a revision, means only syntax part is different in the Node.js. Okay, so one by one we will see it. First of all, understand what is mean by buffer. Okay, buffer is used to store a raw data similar to an array of integers but corresponds to a raw memory allocation outside the heap. Okay, in Node.js for storing purpose it uses the heap memory. You have already seen in the Java and Python also. Okay, buffer class is used because pure JavaScript is not nice to binary data. You have already seen in JavaScript programming that binary data you cannot manage in very proper manner. Okay, so that's why buffer comes in front of us. So when dealing with TCP streams or the file system, it's necessary to handle octet streams. Okay, many of times you have seen that while creating the file system programs, means accessing files in our program, you have already seen that we have used the buffer concept. Same concept is applicable over here, but you have to use the Node.js syntax. Okay, so there are mainly three methods to create the buffers. First one is simply create an uninitialized buffer. Simply create an uninitialized buffer. Second one, buffer from array, and third one, buffer from string. So first I will show you the creation, means how to create with the help of a editor. I will write here the syntax for this one. First one is uninitialized buffer. First one is the uninitialize the buffer. Okay, now you can see there we have declared one variable as a buff, and we have stored the 10 octets. Buffer of 10 octets means its size is 10. So likewise you can create a multiple buffers also with the help of an array. So how to create the array of for the same? Only you have to mention the array in place of 10 octet. Array in place of 10 octet means here you have to mention the array. Okay, and in that you have to pass some values. Okay, likewise. So this is nothing but the initialization of buffer from array. Okay, so this is the simple syntax for the same. And next one is the string. Next one is the string. Okay, whenever you are dealing with the string, only you have to mention the whatever string statement or whatever statement line data is there related to string, you have to mention at one location, and another one is the encoding type. Normally we are using the UTF-8 for encoding purpose. So here suppose I want to write here some string, then I will write in the double quote, and in that suppose I want to mention the welcome message, then I will write welcome, and then encoding type. Encoding type is the UTF-8. So always whenever you are declaring buffer with the help of string, you have to mention here encoding type, and remaining part is the string data. Whatever data you want to mention, you have to mention in the double quote. Okay, so this is the creation of buffer with the help of a string. And one more thing, while providing the string data, encoding is an optional one, but we are preferring to give always the encoding type. Okay, so this is the one way to declaration means creation of a buffer, and another one is writing to buffer. Right now we have only created the buffers, and whenever you want to provide some data to buffer while doing programs, at that time you need to follow one syntax. Okay, so I will paste that syntax. Okay, because we are implementing our programs in the same editor, so I will use this syntax part over here. This is buff is the name of our variable, then write is the method. In that you have to provide a string, whatever your string is there, and its offset, then length and encoding in the array. Okay, understood? This is the syntax for writing data to buffers. So I will explain it one by one. First of all, string. First parameter, that is the string. It specifies the string data to be written to buffer. Normally we are using in our programs. Okay. Then offset. It specifies the index of buffer to start writing at. Okay. And its default value is a 0, like our array. Means first element in the array having index as a 0. In same pattern for offset also. Then length. Third parameter is the length. It specifies the number of bytes to write. Okay, it specifies the number of bytes to be written over there, and its default buffer, you can find out its default length with the help of buffer.length method. Okay, and encoding, UTF is the default encoding. If you want to use the other encoding techniques according to your project, it will be get changed. Okay, so main use of it, what it returns the value whatever we have written in the buffers. Okay, so this method is used to return the number of octant written. In case of space storage for buffer, to fit the entire string, it will write the part of the string. Okay, so for that purpose, I will write a simple program over there. Only 3 lines programming is there. Actually, this is basic one. For understanding purpose, I will mention over here. Okay, you can see here what we have done. We have created one buffer having size 256. Okay, having octant size 256. So how to find its buffer length? Okay, for that we will use the write method. Right now we have seen its syntax here. Encoding is not mentioned. Okay, because encoding part is optional one. If you want to mention it, you can, otherwise no necessity. Then console log, this is the statement used to print the values on the console while using the JS, means JavaScript. Okay, so whatever octant we have used over here, that will be get printed with the help of this statement. So only execute it. Okay, now you can see here actual octant size is 20. Okay, whatever we have written over here, its length become as a 20. So with the help of this length, we have find out the size used for octant. Okay, any queries? So those who are having already Node.js installed in your laptop, what you have to do, you have to create a one program having name as a main.js. You can give your own name, no issues. According to your use, you can design the names of programs. So while saving, you have to save it as a main.js, and for implementation purpose, if you are implementing with the help of command prompt, then go to your Java, means whatever node.js you have implemented in that folder. Okay, whatever folder you have created for node.js implementation, you have to go inside it, and in that you have to write one statement, that is the node, and whatever your program name with .js extension, and you have to execute it. Okay, any queries? Yes, students, any queries? Should I move further? Yes, should I move further? Okay, thank you. Okay, so next part is related to reading from buffer. Right now we have seen writing to buffer. Now we will see reading from buffer. For reading, you need a method to string. For writing, we have used the direct write method. So I will first show you the syntax. Okay, so this is syntax for reading data from buffer. ToString is the method, and these are the three parameters. Encoding, whatever encoding we have used, then start and end. Okay, means from which location we have to start reading and up to which location we have to stop reading. Okay, so that purpose encoding start and end. These three parameters are there. Okay, so already you know UTF-8 is the default encoding. Starting index is by default 0 and ending index is end of your file, means end of your buffer. Here buffer is used, so end of your buffer. So this method mainly decodes and returns a string from buffer that data encoding using the specified character set encoding. Okay, so for that purpose we will see a simple program. Okay, so I will first mention this program over there, and in comment I have written its output or its working. Okay, because I have already executed those programs. So just I will mention over here how they work. Okay, so you can see here. First I have created a buffer having size 26. In that I have used the for loop. You can see here for loop is starting with 0 up to 26, means all those values which we have saved in the buffer, and one by one we are printing the values. Okay, so here what I have written, I have mentioned here as a ASCII, means water data we have saved in the buffer we are reading. So water data we have saved we are reading in the form of a ASCII values. Okay, so total 26 characters are there. Okay, means A to Z, and we are converting our I value into characters. I value into characters. We are saving I as a integer value, but we want to print in the form of a string. So we need here conversion into ASCII values. Okay, so while printing ASCII value, you need to mention here as a ASCII, means conversion of your values to string. Okay, so here it will print values from A to Z because total 26 integer numbers are there, and it will be converted into characters. Then another one is to mention starting and ending points, means from which character you want to start and up to which character you want to read. In that case, starting with initial, that is the 0, and up to 5, means it will total print 5 characters A, B, C, D, E. Okay, then another one is encoding we have mentioned, and up to which point. Okay, here also output is same, and whenever we are mentioning undefined, in that case by default encoding is UTF-8. Okay, so according to that it will take it as a UTF-8 and it will convert it into ASCII values. Okay, so you can see here output for the same. Okay, so this is the program for reading values from buffer. Very simple program. Okay, so if you want to take it screenshot, you can take it. Okay, So next part is a stream. Have you taken a screenshot?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will move towards the next part, that is the streams. You have already seen streams are used in the Java, right? For reading, writing, then transformation purpose we are using the streams. For file handling also we are using streams like our buffer. Okay, the streams are the objects that facilitate to read data from source and write data to a destination. Its main working is like this. That's why we are using streams in the file handling. Okay, so basically four types are there in the Node.js. One is the readable, then second writable, third one is a duplex, and fourth one is a transform. Okay, so four types are there of streams. First, a readable stream is from name only you can find it out. This is for the read operation, and writable is for the write operation. Then duplex. This stream can be used for both read and write operations. Okay, and then transform is related to duplex stream where the output is computed according to input. Okay, so only difference in between transform and duplex is what output is computed according to the input. Okay, it totally depend on the duplex stream. Then each type of a stream is an event emitter. Okay, see carefully. Each type of stream is an event emitter instance and throws several events at different times. Okay, which those events? Data, end, error, and finish. Okay, so these four main events are handled or emitted at the time of a streams: data, end, error, and finish. So data is the event which is used for reading purpose. Whatever available data is there, for those data for reading purpose it will be used. And end at the last stage. Okay, means after completion of reading, for mentioning whatever data is there that will be completed, it will be used end event. Then third one is the error, the event of fire when there is any errors receiving or writing the data. Okay, means if we are adding some data in our stream through our file, at that time if any error is received, at that time it fetch the error. Or if you are writing or reading data from some file, at that time also it will fetch the error with the help of this event. And last one is the final, means finish. This event is fired when all the data has been flushed or underlined system. Okay, means data is not available, totally flushed, and still we are trying to fetch it. At that time it will mention the event as a finish. Okay, so this is completely theory part. That's why I have not mentioned anything in that editor. So first one is the reading stream. Okay, readable stream we have to see. For that purpose I will write one program. Okay, and through that I will explain you how it works. Okay, how it works. Okay, so for that you will need one input file. Right now I am unable to show you how to fetch the input file in your online editor, so just I will mention over here. Only consider that suppose we have saved our data in the input.txt as a welcome students. Okay, suppose I have mentioned one data as a welcome student in our input.txt. Okay, and that we want to print over here. So just understand how to see the data from file. Okay, so fs is the one variable. It is used for the file system. Okay, to handle the file system. Okay, and fs is the one module with the help of a require we are accessing in our program. Initially we have created one blank variable, that is the data, and after reading we will save it into it and we will print on the console. Then we have created one reader stream. Okay, we have created one reader stream, and in that we are fetching data from the input.txt. Okay, then encoding, we need to provide the encoding. By default UTF-8 is there, but still you have to provide it in your program. Okay, so reading stream is encoding type of UTF-8. So it will handle all the events, that is the data, end, error and finish. Okay, so reader stream dot on. This method is used to check whether your program is going on or not. Okay, so first one is the data event. If data is present, then it will take one by one with the help of a chunk. Okay, means it will read one by one and it will save on the data, and after completion of reading it will print on the console. For printing purpose we need to use the end event. Okay, data event is used for the reading purpose. Then end event is used for the complete data is read or not. Okay, and whatever data we have read, we have stored into the data and miss data variable, and that variable will be get printed over here. Okay, so whatever data we have fetched from input file, that will be get printed over here. Then next one is the error. If that file is not present or in that file data is not available, in that case it will fetch the error. And whatever error is there, it will be fetched with the help of a stacks. Means whatever types of errors are available, that will be present in that stack, and according to type of error it will fetch over here. And at the time, at the last, means after completion of reading from file, it will print one message on the console, that is the program ended. This is for the user purpose. Okay, right now if I have executed it, it will generate an error because that file is not available. You can see. Okay, it has fetched error. First you have completed its program, and then it has fetched error, that is no such a file or directory available over here. Okay, understood. Here that facility is not there, otherwise I will show you with the help of it, but currently this facility is not available. Okay, so only take a screenshot of it. If you are having Node.js in your laptop, you can try. Yes, anybody is having with you? Yes. Yes, anybody from you having Node.js installed in your laptop? Okay, let it be. So this is the part of a reading. Next part is about writing. Means whatever data you want to write on the text file or any type of file, you can write with the help of a write stream method. Okay, same part is there. Same part is there. Only just changes while writing the streams. For reading purpose, you have used the read stream. For writing purpose, you have to use the writer stream. Okay, so first I will complete this program on the console. Only one part is there, it will not be get created on the output file. Okay, whether am I audible? Hello students. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Sneha. Okay, so see here. First we have called file system in our program. Okay, means that module. Then I want to print one sentence in the output file, that is the a solution of all technology. Okay, so you can take your data, whatever you want to save on the text file. Okay, then first we will use the writer stream because we have to write data into the file. Okay, so I have created one writing stream, that is the containing output.txt. Okay, then another one, we need to find the encoding for the same, right? We need to find the encoding stream. Okay, then next part is what? Ending, means after writing in the file we need to end it. You have already seen in the different file handling techniques from C language. Okay, whenever we are opening any file we need to close it. That's why ending is used. And in that you will find out only two events are there. In reading data we have seen three events, that is the data. Then next one, yes, we have seen the three events. First one is the data, next one is the end, and third one is the error. Okay, but while writing you need to handle two events only. One is the finish and another one is the error. Error one is the common for both reading and writing. Okay, so we have handled finish event. If our data writing is has finished, then we need to mention the sentence, that is the write completed. Okay, you can mention your own message, that is writing part is get completed, so we need to provide a one message to user. And if any error is there, means that file is not available. If file is available but we are unable to write it data into that file due to some specification of that file. Okay, in that case also it will generate the error. Okay, so its output, it will not able to find the output.txt. Okay, understood? It has not mentioned because this is the online editor, but we are unable to access this file over here. If you are having login to this site, then you can access these events. Okay, so if you want to create your own projects in the same tutorial, you can create it by creation of a login. Okay, so when you open this output.txt, this a solution of all technology will be get saved over there. Okay, so this is the writing data with the help of a string. Okay, so take a screenshot so I can move towards next point. Okay, so next part is a piping of a streams. Next part is piping of a streams. So first of all, understand what is meant by piping. Okay, so this is the mechanism where output of one stream is used as an input to another stream. Okay, like our working of a pipe only, means from one side we are inserting as a input and other side it will come as a output. Okay, so here also output of one stream is used as a input of another stream. Okay, so there is no limit on piping operation, we know it because this is the endless part, means both the ends are open. You can insert it as a output of another as a input, and you can give this output to another as a input. So this sequence is going on, so it is called as there is no limit. Okay, so for that purpose you need a reader and writer both the streams. reader and writer both the streams. Okay, in that case what happen, whatever reading data is available from the one file, that will be given as a input to writing data. Okay, understood it. Just I will show you one program. Only input file and output file I am unable to show over here. Just understand what is the sequence is going on. Okay, file system is required. Then in reader stream we are reading data from the input file. Okay, and whatever data we have read over here, we will provide it as an input to this file. Okay, have you understood its sequence? From input file we are fetching data, and that data will be given to the output file as a input. Okay, so this is the one pipe. Okay, so this is the one pipe. Okay, so this is normal statement. Reader stream, this is the normal statement related to reader stream. Create a reader stream input.txt, and whatever readable stream we have created, in same fashion you have to create the writable stream. Okay, and after that reader stream dot pipe writer stream means whatever data we have read from input file, that will be provided as a input to writer stream. Okay, and with the help of a pipe method we are shifting this data to this file. Okay, and after completion of this, for just a information to user, we have written here as a program ended. Okay, here it will generate an error. Okay, here it will generate an error. Okay, because these both files are not available. These files are not available. That's why it has taken an error event. Okay. So while implementing such a programs, better option is that use the different events. Okay, use the different events to handle such a errors. Okay, suppose right now both the files are not available, input as well as output. So that's why it had generated the error. But whenever you are implementing from your side, first create those files, okay, and then implement it. Right now I am unable to save on this editor this text files, so I am unable to show you over here. But you must remember it while implementing such a programs. Okay, so just take a screenshot of program. Okay, next part is chaining stream. Next part is chaining of a stream. Okay, so anybody from you, can you just tell me what is the difference between chain and pipe? Yes. What is the difference between chain and pipe? Okay, within one sentence also you can give its answer. Just tell me what is the difference between chain and pipe. Or you can mention in the chat box also, no issues. Yes, anybody knows the difference between pipe and chain? Okay, see here, we have already seen the example of a pipe. Output of one file we are providing as an input to another file. Okay, this is the one mechanism of a pipe. And chaining is nothing but creation of a chain of multiple stream operation by connecting output of one stream to output of another stream as an input. Okay, output of one stream to another stream is nothing but the chaining. Okay, and output of one stream as a input to another stream is a piping. Okay, keep a sentence very strictly, because piping and chaining, according to its functionality, you will find out that this one is one and the same, but not, this is not the same. Piping is nothing but output of one stream is used as an input to another stream, and chaining is nothing but creating a chain of multiple stream operation by connecting output of one stream to another stream. Okay, so difference between piping and chaining, you have to keep it in mind that for external as well as for interview purpose. Okay, if you are dealing with the web technology, and if you are handling the Node.js as your uh, favorite subject, in that case you should know this difference. Okay, so generally use with the pipeline operations. Okay, so with the help of a program you can find out the difference between both. Okay, just I will paste the same uh, below the same program so you can understand its meaning. Okay, so this is the chain program and this one is the pipeline. What is the difference between both? Here we have created zlib as a zlib as a one variable to access the all libraries which are required for shifting our data. Okay, and this zlib is mainly used to create a zip of multiple files, that is the text files. Okay, so if you want to create input txt.gz, in that case you need a chain. Okay, so you can see here this will be get compressed in this .gz file with the help of a this library. Okay, so first we have created input file like we have created over here, then dot pipe zlib dot create gzip. Okay, means compress file. For creation of a compress file we have used the this library. Then this input means this output provided to next stream. This output is provided to next stream, and that next stream is nothing but the this one file. Okay, so this is the difference between pipe and chain. Okay, so simultaneously if you want to take a screenshot you can take it. I will mention here as a pipeline, and this one is the chain. Okay, so you will get a message as file is get compressed, and that file will get available in your folder, that is the input.txt.gz zip file. And again for decompressing purpose you need to write one code. Okay, you need to write one code, that is the read stream. Here we have used the write stream to convert it into compressed file. So I will use the compressed file reading in the same program. Okay, you can see I have used the same program, but only difference is what here we have used the write stream. Okay, here we have used the write stream, and also read stream means first we have taken it from the input to input.txt.gz, and here we are taking compressed file as an input and we are printing in the file input.txt. Remaining part is one and the same, only file structure we have changed. Only file structure we have changed over here. Yeah, okay. So this is the compressor compressed files, and this one is the decompressed file. Okay, any queries? Yes, any queries? For external purpose, this one is the very important point. For external purpose, this one is the very important point. Okay, should we move towards next point? Yes, students? Should we move towards next point? Okay, can you just tell me, have you implemented or have you learned MySQL connection creation in Node.js? Yes, just tell me, have you learned in the class or not? Means crude operations with Node.js. Yes, crude operations with Node.js. Yes, students. Yes, Snehal PC. Whether crude operations related to Node.js has completed in the lecture? Yes, students, are you with me? Yes, are you with me? Yes, yes, students. Yes, Vishaka Kamre. Yes, Vishaka. Can you please unmute your mic? Okay. So I will give you some introduction about how to create connection with MySQL. Just I will uh, discuss with you how to connect it with the help of a program. Which code is required to connect to localhost likewise. Okay, so first I will show you how to connect the database. How to connect the database. Okay, so normal way is there. Likewise, you have used in the Java or Python. Same pattern is available over here. What you have to do? You have to do one thing, that is the add the MySQL module in your program first. Okay, add MySQL module in your program first. Then create a connection. This is the local host, right? From your um, machine you are accessing it, its username and its password. Okay, this is the building the connection. Okay, then if any error is there, then you need to handle it. So we have used here, okay, this function for handling the error. So this is the simple way to connect your database, that is the MySQL database, to your program. Okay, so this will be connected with your database. After that you need to access the database, then tables likewise in your program. So this is the connection creation. Okay, so this is the connection creation. The next part is and one more thing, if you have successfully get created connection in between, you can mention the one message to user also. Right now we have mentioned in our program. Okay, you can see here this is the connected. This message we have written to mention that our connection is get completed. Okay, right now it will not show you output, it will generate a error because this is we are running on the online compiler. Okay, so if you are having both Node.js and MySQL in your machine, it will be get successfully executed. Then in same way, if you want to create a database, in same way if you want to create a database, then you need to create first connection, then database. For database creation, you need to fire a query. Okay, so now I will show you how to create a database with the help of a Node.js program. With the help of a Node.js program. Suppose I have given a name as a first database. Okay, suppose I have given name as a first database. So I will show you here. Okay, you can see here. This is the common part related to connectivity, and in error part you have to write means like a try catch block. In try block we are writing the important code that we want to check it whether it has an error or exception. In same way, in if block first we have written creation of a database. So normal query create database and database name. So first is the name of our database. So create database and database name. If error is there, it will generate the error. Otherwise, what a result means database is get created. It will be get printed. Okay. So this is the way to create the database. Okay, and how we are writing in the first error block, we are creating the database and its query we are handling as another one error. So inside one we are writing another query. For that purpose we need to write a one method, con dot query. Con is the connection object and query is the method to implement the different queries in our program. Okay, so this is the simple program to create a database. Okay, and how you can verify it? Just go to your database and check whether the database will get created in your MySQL or not. Hmm, okay, any queries? Okay, so take a screenshot for same so I can move towards create table. Okay, then next one is a create table. How to create table in your database? For that purpose, you need to write one query in place of select. Okay, right now you have created a database. In same fashion, you have to write a query as create table name, and whatever variables we are required in our table. Okay, so for that purpose, I will write a one query over here. So you need to access the database in your program first. Right now we have created the database. Okay, so you need to access the database in your program with the help of a connection. So I will mention here one by one. So our database name is the first. Okay, our database name is first. So 1 minute, I will show you over here. Okay, you can see here. First, we have created the connection. Then we have called database because right now we have created one database, that is the first. Okay, and after that we have starting the connection, and after that we have to create the table inside it, means inside the database. Okay, so for that we have created the create table employee. Name of our table is the employee, and for that purpose we have used the four variables. One is the id, then name, age and city. Okay, so table has four columns. One is the id, then name of employee, age and city of means related to address, and after that it will be get created. And how to check it, you can go in or you can call another query, select star from table name. Okay, it will be printed on the console, but for that purpose we need another program. Okay, we are seeing one by one. First we have created table, before that we have created the database. Okay, so after completion of this it will generate output as a table created. Now it will generate an error, means exception, because this is not available. Okay, so this is totally related to creation of a table. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of it. And if we want to insert the values in the table, if you want to insert the values in the table, only one change you have to make over here. In the same program, I will show you. Only I will change the query. Only I will change the query. Already we have created the table. Okay, in that table you have to mention the addition point, means what data you want to add in the table. For that purpose you need to write here as, okay, insert into table name and water. This is the normal query that we have using in our database. Okay, same query we are applying over here, no changes in any MySQL queries. Okay, insert data in the table, names of variables and its values. Okay, so this is the insertion of values in the table. So at a time you can insert the multiple values also. First take a screenshot of this program so I can move towards that point. At a time you can mention the multiple values also. First see it, or you can take a screenshot, or you can write us only differences so I can move further. Okay, so in same program I will show you how to insert multiple values in the same table in same program. Okay, right now it will generate error because uh, okay, now you can see here. I will take upward so it will be very easy. Now it will generate error because we are running on online compiler, that's why it is generating error. When you are implementing from your side, then it will be get successfully run. Okay, so just check here what we have done. First we have written one query as insert into employee, then whatever variables are then values and question mark. Why question marks? Because we have to provide a multiple values at a time. What you have to do, we have to provide multiple values in our program at a time. Okay, by mistakenly I have written here as a, okay, So you can see uh, here we have mentioned values and question mark. Okay, why? Because we have to provide it. For providing purpose we have came over here, and already we have inserted the first value means first id in previous program. So we have started with the second value. What is second value is there? Its name, uh, age of this person, and location, that is the city. In same fashion we have inserted total three values. Okay, total three values, and for that we need to write one message, that is the com dot query. Inside it sql means this connection part. Okay, this one connection part, and after that connection we need to provide values, and if any error is there then we need to provide its data, that is the which type of a error it will get fetched. Okay, understood? Any queries inside it? Yes, have you understood it? Yes, students, have you understood it? Okay, so take a screenshot for the same. So you can fetch the result also. For that we need to use one part, that is the select query. Okay, select record, it may be select query, select record, likewise. Okay, so before moving toward it, first we will see the update, how to use the update query. Okay, so in same program I will write that part. Okay, whatever data we have written for employee. Okay, up till now we have added total four values. Out of that, those employee having city as a Delhi, that will be get shifted, means that will be get transformed to Allahabad. You can see here. For that purpose, we have written one query, that is the update employees set what is city name, means for this city purpose we have to write Allahabad. Okay, so this is related to update query. This is related to update query. Okay, have you taken a screenshot? Yes, have you taken a screenshot? Okay, so next one is the deletion operation. Okay, so you can see here deletion operation. Whatever data you want to delete from the table, you can delete it with the help of particular value. Okay, suppose I want to delete the value city, means those data, means those rows having the city as a Delhi, that I want to delete it. So I can delete with the help of this query. Okay, understood? And right now I have told you, for select means complete data printing of the table we are using this select query. Okay, so how to write this query? Inside the query part, you have to mention select star from table name and what error means if any error you want to handle, then in the same query you can mention this statement. Okay, how to mention it? Just see here how to mention it. Just see here. Okay, in this part, in same connection means in same query we have mentioned our statement, that is the select query, as well as the function which is used to handle the errors. Okay, as well as the function which is used to handle the errors. If error is not there, it will print the result, no issues. Okay, for print storing that query in the result, and that result will be get printed on the console. So this is related to select query. Okay, right now we have completely shown the data of table. Right now we have shown complete data of table. If you want to show a particular row of that table, then you need to provide a specific value, means where id is equal to whatever id you want to fetch. So how to make a changes in it? Just mention the here where clause, where id is equal to, okay, where id is equal to whatever id is there. Okay, if you want to show the id of second, means if you want to fetch the id of data of second employee, you mention here id as a 2. Likewise if sequence is going on. Okay, so where is such a records are there, where is such a queries are there already you have learned in the database, only you have to use it in your program. Okay, okay, so this is a query for fetching a single value, means single row from that table. Another one part is related to this, that is the wildcard, MySQL select wildcard. Okay, so this is the part of database. Okay, for what purpose we are using this one? This one is used to fetch the data from table having a particular location. Right now we have used the primary key, that is the id, but with the help of another parameter from this table you can also fetch it, that is called as the wildcard. Okay, that is called as the wildcard. Means suppose with the help of a city name I want to fetch it, we can fetch it. Okay, means city name start with suppose A, city name start with D. Likewise also we can fetch it. For that you need to write one part of a query. I will show over here. That is called as the wildcard method. Okay, you can see here where city like A means whatever data we have saved in our table, in that whatever column is having city name starts with A, that will be get fetched as a output of our program. Understood it? Means whatever city name starts with letter A, that will be get fetched over here with the help of this like clause. Okay, already you have seen where clause in your database, only this is a revision for you. Okay, so this is this difference between normal select method and wildcard. Okay, have you understood? Okay, so next one is the drop table. This one is used for the delete or drop the table. Normally we are using in our MySQL queries. Okay, same is applicable here. If you want to delete the delete the table from your database, you can delete it with the help of a drop query. So I will show over here. Okay, drop table and table name. Okay, so that table will be get deleted from our database. Okay, so these are the crude operation with the help of a MySQL. With the help of MySQL. So after this, I will take a attendance and then I will provide you one quiz on your. I will share that link on your WhatsApp group. This quiz is of 20 marks. You can solve it within half an hour. Okay, because this is the last point of a Node.js, that is the CRUD operations. Okay, so here your Node.js practical is get completed. So just I will give you the names of a Node.js experiments. First one is the basic method. Second one, events and loops. We have already seen it in the previous practical. In today's practical, we have seen buffer, then stream, as well as CRUD operations with the help of a MySQL. Okay, so total 5 experiments we have covered up till now related to Node.js. Okay, up till Node.js. On Node.js, we have completed total 5 practicals. Okay, any queries inside it? No queries? Okay. So now I will take a attendance and after that I will give you link on your WhatsApp group within 10 minutes. Solve it. From there also your attendance will be fetched. Okay, so both the attendance will be get checked and according to that your attendance of today's practical will be get marked. Okay, so one by one I will call the roll numbers. First division A, out of roll number 1 to 10. Is there anybody present? If present, mention your roll number in the chat box. I will fetch from there. A division 1 to 10. Okay, 4 and 8 are present, right? Next, 11 to 20. 11 to 20. Finished? 21 to 30. Okay, 1 minute. 21, 23, then 28 and 30 is present, right? Next, 31 to 40. 31 to 40. Finished? 41 to 50. 41 to 50. 51 to 60. Yes, 51 to 60. Okay, 61 to 70. 61 to 70. Okay, your total strength, A division, up to 70 only. Is there any remain from A division? Okay, thank you, Tejaswini. Over A division. Okay, then B division. Roll number 1 to 10. B division. Roll number 1 to 10. Is
Ma'am,
there
A
anybody
division,
present? Yes, Chaitrali.
39 present, ma'am.
Okay,
A55 present, ma'am.
okay. Yes, I have noted. Anybody else from A division? Okay. From B division, roll number 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 11 to 20. Nobody is present? 21 to 30. B division. 21 to 30. Okay, 28 is present. 31 to 40. Okay. 31 to 40 finish. 41 to 50. 41 to 50. 51 to 60. Yes. 51 to 60. 61 to 70. Okay. 61 to 70. 71 to 80. B division. 71 to 80. And 80 onwards.
Ma'am, 73.
From which division?
B division.
Okay. Anybody else from B division? Yes, finished.
34, ma'am.
34. Okay.
Yes.
Anybody else? Okay. Finished from both the divisions?
A division, madam, 23.
23. Yes, I have noted. Okay, so I will mention present roll numbers in the chat box, both the divisions. Check it. If anybody is present and not mentioned, then tell me. These are the present numbers. Check it. If anybody is remain, just check it. Okay,
Madam, roll
no
number
problem.
9, B division.
Yes, I have noted. Okay, so today we will stop here. In next lecture, we will see the remaining practicals that we have not covered up till now. And before coming to next practical, just remind me or just tell me which points you have covered in the lectures. Especially for A division. For B division, I'm taking data from Shinde madam. But for A division, just tell me which points you have covered so I can combine both the practicals very easily. Okay. So thank you all of you and take care. And I will share link of quiz in your WhatsApp groups within 10 minutes. Okay. So thank you all of you.